Hello! So for today's video, I wanted to do a hair video, which I haven't done in a while. Oh, I guess that's a lie. I'm sure a lot of you are the same way. Right now, it's not really that tempting to put a lot of effort into hairstyles. So what I wanted to do, kind of prove to myself and I guess to you guys that there are some styles that really don't take any time at all. Because I think the intimidating part of vintage hairstyles is that they look like they take hours to do, and to be honest, some of them do. So I came up with kind of a 5-minute vintage hairstyle idea. Original plan was to just kind of do a quick tutorial, but then it dawned on me that I wasn't even positive that I could do these in 5 minutes, and how embarrassing would that be? So I decided to turn it into a little challenge. So that way, if I fail, you get me? So I have 8 hairstyles planned. I am going to get all my supplies together, set a timer on my phone, and just go for it. Now before we get started, today's video does have a sponsor. It is Function of Beauty, which you might have seen me work with before. They're awesome, and what they are is personalized hair care. Shampoos, conditioners, leave-in treatments, hair masks. So what you do is you go on their website and you fill out this 2-minute quiz about your hair profile and your hair preferences, including color, scent. You even get to choose the little name that goes on the bottle. Aside from the customization, which you know the inner 12-year-old in me loves, I really do notice a difference from when I use their products and then when I just use the cheapest of the cheap options at the supermarket, which I tend to do sometimes. Also came with little stickers. These are the specifications that I did on my little quiz. For an extra little bit of pampering, I also got a hair mask. They also offer a subscription service where you can just keep getting your usual delivered every month, every 2 months, every 3 months, that kind of stuff. You can follow my link in the description to get 20% off of your first order. And thank you so much, Function of Beauty, for sponsoring this video. So without further ado, let's get into these 8 hairstyles. Alrighty then. So I've got my second day hair. Or is it third day? What year is it? For each of these, I set a timer on my phone, but will also provide a handy dandy timer on screen just for you. For style 1, I'm using a hair rat and a scarf, and also an elastic. So I'm starting off with bumper bangs. I'm sectioning off a big front portion of hair, taking that hair rat, wrapping the hair, and then rolling in towards my head, spreading out the hair a bit as I go. Then pin the crap out of it. My edges are really messy, but usually I would take more time to hide all of the hair rat. Then I'm just doing a simple ponytail, then tying the scarf in a little bow. For style 2, I'm using a hair turban, but you could also use a different hat or just a scarf. Starting off by braiding the 2 sides of my head. Then I brought the braids into a little loop and pin. And then just putting on the hat. For style 3, I'm using a snood, but I threaded a hair scarf through the opening. It doesn't really matter what you do in the front, but I decided to do a couple of quick rolls. Then I stuffed my hair into the snood, tied the scarf, and secured everything with pins. For this next style, I'm using a scarf and then a hairnet that came with a wig that I ordered. Seriously, do not throw these away, they're super useful. started off by making a little baby tiny roll in the front by wrapping the hair around my fingers, rolling under and pinning. Then taking that hairnet, stuffing my hair in it, and pinning the top. This doesn't need to be pretty, it'll all be hidden anyways. After folding the scarf into a triangle shape, I'm tying it at the top of my head, and then tucking away any sticky outy bits. Style number 5, I started by taking a big portion like I did for the bumper bangs, wrapping and rolling under, and then placing the little swirl off to the side. This will probably take a couple tries to get the hair to lay just right. Then I did a big braid in the back, curled it around, making a bun, then pinned. I used a scarf to add a little bit more interest and tucked away any flyaways.
When sweet Molly Ryan declares that aeroplane
Aside from a scarf, you could also use this style with a cute sun hat.
think of a plan where they could be wed overhead, so he said, I will get an airship right away.
Bringing back the snood for style 6. I started by doing some mini milkmaid braids. I braided 2 small sections parted above the ear on either side.
Take me up with you.
Once those are braided, you pull them across and pin. I should have tucked in my bangs before doing this, so they were kind of in my way the whole time. Then I tucked my hair into the snood. I also added some flowers since it felt a little lacking.
We'll go up as two, and then come down as one. Take me up along.
Look how bouncy snoods are. For style 7, I decided to make 3 rolls in the front. Again, wrapping around my fingers, rolling under towards my scalp, and then pinning. Then I did a simple ponytail and added some flowers to balance out the symmetry, and you're good. Okay, one more. For the last style, I went with 2 victory rolls in front, which are not fun to do when you have bangs. For the back, I tried out a new chignon style. I made a ponytail, parted in the middle, brought that ponytail through the hole, then folded the pony back into the center and pinned. I also added some flowers again because why not? Done. That is it. I am quite surprised that I was able to do it. Some of them were a little close, and of course, they were a bit messy. As a base, it works, and then if you were to recreate any of these, or if I myself were to recreate any of these, which I think I definitely will, I would quite obviously take a little bit more time in brushing things out and making them not so messy and hiding my bobby pins. Now, of course, everyone's experience is going to be a little bit different, but I assure you, the more you do it, the easier it will get. Don't don't feel bad for failing. I still fail literally all the time. So sometimes you just have to let it go, restart, repeat that process maybe 5 times. That is it. I hope that you guys had fun watching. I had a lot of fun challenging myself and accidentally holding my breath probably a little bit too long while doing these. Once again, thank you so much Function of Beauty for sponsoring this video. If you guys want 20% off of your first order, you can use the link in my description. I love you guys so much, whether you're new or old to this channel. If you're new here and you feel like sticking around, feel free to subscribe. I upload every Friday and we have fun here. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Oh, why do fake eyelashes always give me Muppet eyes? Janice. I think the intimidating part of vintage snappy, quick stuff. What? So for my no idea what this looks like in the back. Ah, not bad. A little crooked.
Up into the sweetest fire blue, and on ascending we will figure out pursuit, but on returning to old terra firma we will be as one.